Okay. So clearly we're talking about love, Pisces. And these are my favorite readings because this is what I can relate to the most. Love. This is what I talk to people about the most. Love. This is the thing that moves you. Love moves you. Love makes you move. It makes you do things that you would not normally do. It makes you love will I know you heard that song. Love make you do some crazy stuff. So is that the case, Pisces? Is love making you do some crazy stuff? Is love allowing you to nurture somebody who is verbally aggressive? And is this relationship making you feel like you want to end it? Are you starting to look at other options because you feel like you really don't understand the partner that you're with fully right now? Because the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups is not an exact match, nor does it have to be. But when I see this Three of Swords in between the two of you, that lets me know with this Lover's card here and it being a major arcana and this Marriage card being right here and this Ace of Wands, which is indicative of a new beginning. This tells me that this heartache may be something that Spirit is letting you know it's time for you to stop giving to this one. Maybe time for you to start giving to somebody else. Some of you Pisces are in relationships with someone. You may still love them. You may have a feeling of fear of letting that thing go because you've been in that thing for so long. And I'm telling you, you don't know how many relationships people stay in for far too long because they're like, well, I put 15 years into this thing. If I go ahead and leave now, I'm going to lose. No, if you don't get out of that thing and you know you're no longer in love, you know this person is not treating you properly, you know this person is coming at you aggressively, hurting your feelings every damn time they get the opportunity, you're going to lose if you stay in that relationship. That's the first damn thing people think when they get out of relationships. I'm going to be single forever. Who the hell said that? Nobody but you. Because Spirit is clearly telling you that what the Queen of Pentacles is, okay? The way I do my readings, trust me, I know what I'm talking about when I say this. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturer. I am talking to somebody who is very nurturing. I don't give a shit that there are 48 women to every one man. That does not mean all 48 of those women are qualifiable for that one good ass man. And he's gonna know it and he ain't gonna want her ass. It doesn't matter if it's 100 of them heifers in one room. You have options, Pisces. You don't have to stay where you are, where your heart is being broken by somebody who's trying to portray this King of Cups image. Because this person is not the King of Cups. Because if this person was the King of Cups, baby, I'm going to tell you right now, this wouldn't be here. Nor would this. Nor would this. And damn sure not this. Okay? Judgment means that something has to end in order for something to begin. If you are holding on to a relationship that is garbage, you know it's garbage. Your heart is broken every damn day. The person walks in the damn door, they act like they don't even see you. Oh, but they see the dinner on the table you made for them. They put on those clean underwear you made for them. But you don't know what they doing half the damn time. You don't know what they doing. They walk out that door, they say they doing something. You don't know what they doing. And then when you confront them about it, they got all that fucking mouth. As if you, their lover, does not have a right to know. And so then what does it do? It breaks your heart, Pisces. It breaks your heart. So then Spirit is telling you, okay, this relationship is killing a part of yourself. It's killing the part of yourself that you would never put up with before. It's killing the part of yourself that stands up for yourself and that says, I know what's good for me. I know what's healthy for my heart. I know what's healthy for my soul. And if I know what's healthy for my heart and I know what's healthy for my mind and my mind, heart, and soul, if I know what's healthy for these things and I'm in a relationship with somebody and this person's not bringing out these healthy aspects and you stay in that relationship anyway, you're going to stay in that relationship. You're going to be in that thing. And then guess what? If you don't allow this time to come and go, if you don't allow the transition of this relationship to take place, you'll stay in that relationship. The person will continue to do what they're doing. Your heart will continue to break. You will continue to endure the mouthy abuse as if you don't have a right to ask your partner a question. You know what? Before I pull any more cards, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an intuitive read right now. Let's talk about something real quick. when we're talking about the lovers, when we're talking about your divine masculine, okay? Because when I see this card, I think of your divine masculine. And I know that you have heard that divine masculine, divine feminine relationship, it is like being in the military. It is. Because the whole purpose of you being in that relationship is for you to learn how to be the best version of yourself. But you can't learn how to be the best version of yourself until you experience some pretty shitty stuff in this right here. And see, you won't be able to show the other person what your vulnerabilities are, and they won't be able to show you what their vulnerabilities are if you're not vulnerable. Every time you're naked, you're vulnerable, correct? This person knows how you speak. They know what you want. They know what you love. They know more about you than you do. And when they know more about you than you do, they know your Achilles heel. They know how to get away with shit that you would never let anybody else get away with. And that's usually what happens in love relationships. However, some of these divine masculine, divine feminine relationships are long overdue. And there's a soulmate union that is going to take its place the moment that you allow this relationship that you know is no longer serving you or the other party. Because what happens, right? The other party's hurting you. The natural response is for you to pull back. It's for you to be distant. It's for you to be like, yo, I mean, you ain't giving me the best of you. Why should I give myself the best of myself to you? I mean, I'm going to deplete the shit out of myself before the end of this. That makes sense to no one. And then as you see, as we go down the line, right? What do you see? You see marriage and a new beginning. This is what's waiting for you. But see, if you're going to stay in a relationship that's long as hell overdue and nurture a relationship, and Spirit is telling you with this Judgment card and the Moon, and letting you know you have options in love. It's time for you to get out there, date. Give to somebody else. Stop giving to this one beggar. Stop giving to this person, because you know what? You're in a relationship, Pisces. Whomever this is resonating with, you know it's resonating with you. If it's not resonating with you, there are so many other readers on here that will be more than happy to give you a reading of your liking. Okay, I'm not here so much to give you a reading of your liking. I'm here to give you a reading that's going to make you the best you that you can be. Okay, the best version of yourself. And you can't be the best version of yourself until you know when it's time to throw in the towel. That's one way you know that you're starting to become the best version of yourself. When you know it's time for you to stop giving to this beggar. When you first got with this person didn't have shit. Now this person has a little something, and now this person has gotten a little bit arrogant. They're not on their knees no more. Okay? And it's not that you gave to them because they were on their knees. You would have given to them even if they weren't. But the point that I'm making is that Spirit is showing you this card to let you know that part of the stability within yourself that you need to show is that you know how to let things go when it's time to let them go, Pisces. Yes, it's a scary thought. It's a scary feeling, especially if you have children, especially if you have a family with this person. And I don't like giving advice that, affects families and not so much in the greatest way. But guess what? What do you think you're doing to your children when you are giving them an example of a loveless relationship their entire childhood? You think they don't know what that looks like? Absolutely they do. And then you're inadvertently teaching them that that's what relationships are about. Stay in this loveless relationship because mom and dad did it. As a matter of fact, it's going to become second nature to them because that's what they sat and watched for at least first 18 years of their lives. I mean, I want you to go look up the Knight of Swords if you don't know what I'm talking about. Go look it up on biddy.com, spelled BIDDY.com. That's not my only source that I go to learn about these cards, but that's where I send people who are beginners. I always recommend, if you watch tarot, you should have a tarot deck of your own. I recommend the Rider-Waite tarot deck. There's a lot more to this deck than people know. That's why I stick with this deck. I've tried other decks. It doesn't mean that I don't understand those decks. This is the deck for me to do what I'm doing. This is an aggressive individual. Where does aggression come in any lover's relationship, especially one where you have a nurturer in the mix? And this person knows that you're nurturing. So then guess what? They have two options, whoever you're with. To either get on the ball with what love is and become this king of cups, And that's what the King of Cups is. He knows the causes and effects of love. This person that this relationship is long overdue, Pisces, this person knows exactly what they're doing when they're doing what they're doing. Stop telling yourself, oh, this is the best they can do, because it's not the best they can do. It's the best they're doing right now because it's what you're accepting. What you accept is what they're going to take. What you accept is what they're going to, what's going to perpetuate. What you have to understand in relationships, you're both grooming each other in the very beginning. You're grooming each other. This person might call you or text you, and then you may not answer for an hour because you don't want to seem thirsty or whatever. Well, guess what? Now you got this person accustomed to not expecting you to answer their phone call or stop doing what you're doing because that person's important enough for you to stop doing what you're doing, even if it's just to text them and say, I can't talk to you right now. I'm going to call you back in 10 minutes. You've now groomed that person to feel as though they're not first in your life. It's very important in any relationship that you're in for that person and also for you to let each other know you guys come first in that relationship. Spirit, is there anything else that you want to tell Pisces about this relationship? Okay, the Nine of Cups talks about happiness. Temperance talks about getting your feelings in order, okay, in a healthy fashion. The Nine of Pentacles talks about being independent, financially independent, and just being single and taking care of yourself and taking care of your business. Some of you have convinced yourself that you are not going to be able to do that if you're not with this person. That's a lie. Okay? When you got with this person, you were single. And if you become single again, you best believe you are going to display that better version of yourself, because that was the whole point of that relationship. And a soulmate union will definitely come swoop you right the hell up. And you'll be giving to the right person. The person who knows how to say thank you when you give. Who knows how to say please before they ask you for anything. See, when those things start to go away in a relationship, you know that this person expects these things from you rather than appreciates these things that you're doing for them. When I see this Queen of Pentacles, I'm telling you, she's not the average caregiver. She is the caregiver of all caregivers, even more so than the Queen of Cups. She has an aspect of vulnerability about her because she's so nurturing that she knows that that nurturing aspect comes with being vulnerable. That is exactly why you got that Lover's card with those two naked people on top. So this middle row right here is telling me, yes, there's some sneaky ass behavior popping off. That's what the Five of Swords represents. Look at this card. Tell me you don't see the sneakiness in this card. I'm not going to go into detail as to why it's sneaky, but here it is. I'm talking to somebody who is either married to somebody or you have been with this person for quite some time. You know that this relationship is crumbling worse and worse every damn day. Your heart is breaking every damn day that you put an effort into that relationship and the person sits there and treats you like like you come a dime a dozen. And I'm telling you, when you get into those types of relationships and they treat you like you come a dime a dozen, you know what I recommend you do? Show them the front door. And as soon as they're unable to find that, because right now maybe they got some little breezy or they got some little dude that's making them feel wonderful and stroking their ego. Love is not about your ego being stroked. We have so much to learn about what love is. And it's not about your ego being stroked. It ain't even about sex. It's about sharing each other in ways that we have yet to learn as human beings. If you feel that this reading resonated with you, if you feel that you would like to go into your personal cards, if you feel as though you want to salvage the relationship, if that's even an option, if that's even something that's healthy for you to do, book your private readings. I am only taking payments via Venmo or Cash App. So once you go ahead and make your payment, email me immediately so that I know what your Cash App name is, your Venmo name is, and I will schedule your reading immediately. Starting Monday next week, if not in the afternoon tomorrow. I have arranged everything to where you guys don't even have to wait for your readings. Nobody likes to wait for anything. Well, guess what? I ain't gonna make you wait. You want to know what's going on in your relationship? You want to know why this person is doing what they doing? Because you let them do it from the gate. I want you to think about, what was this person doing when you first got with them? You noticed that there were some shortcomings when you first got with this person, but a part of you didn't want to be alone. A part of you may not have been in the best space, ever. A part of you may have been in the space where you felt like you needed to be with somebody and you didn't have any family support. Whatever the reason, whatever the case, I want you to know you are sufficient on your own. That is why this card popped up in the middle. This card means you are sufficient on your own. Look at how lovely she looks. She's in her garden. Those pentacles represent the fact that she could take care of herself financially. Birds come up to her and land on her hand because she's so gentle. She's dressed like a queen. That red on the inside indicates that she knows what she has, but she doesn't flaunt what she has because she's a lady. She's not a hussy, baby. She's a lady. And I'm not judging hussies. You want to be a hussy, be the best damn hussy that you can be, okay? But I am letting you know that with what I'm seeing, you're being way too damn nurturing and providing too much happiness to somebody who has no regard for your feelings. They have no regard for the way this relationship is going. You need to use your intuition with regards to if you feel that this relationship needs to go on another day. And if you decide that you're going to get a divorce, no, you don't decide the very next day. You have that conversation and let that person know, I don't think this relationship is working. This and this and this has to change in order for me to even consider staying in this thing with you. I'm not going to teach my children to be some inconsiderate little buttholes who don't know how to say please and thank you. I'm not going to teach my children how to be, to think that, women are only here to serve men, or that men are only here to serve women. No, you are here to serve each other. Teach your children that. Don't forget what is important to teach your children. And how do they learn? By watching you in your marriage, in your union. I'm talking to somebody who's been in a union for a minute and your heart's been broken in it for a minute. This person was there for you at one time, but Spirit is letting you know, baby. The very first card states that something has to end in order for something to begin. And the very last card is stating that something will begin if you let this thing go, because it's not healthy for you anymore. There's too much heartache involved in this relationship. Too much heartache and not enough love. And your intuition has already told you that. Your intuition has already told you that. That's what the High Priestess represents. Intuition. But some of you are telling yourself, my intuition tells me he's going to change. She's going to change. They're going to be loving. They're just going through something right now. No, they're not. What they're going through is another transition of trying to get you to be even more familiar and even more uncomfortable with their new way of doing things that doesn't have your comfort levels attached to whatever it is that they want to do. Pisces, that is your reading for February. A lot of you have probably already put a lot of thought into this. Breakups are not easy. They are not easy, okay? Again, this Six of Pentacles could indicate that the person that you're with is in and out that damn door all the damn time, not only given to you, but given to somebody else as well. Or you are at a place where you want to give to somebody else, because when this person is at work, you know that when this person comes home, this person ain't going to give you what you need in terms of love. So what happens is then you start to give to somebody else. It's heartbreaking regardless, because you know that that's not what the intention of the relationship was to begin with. So switch it up. And don't think that you are at the mercy of anybody but your own thoughts, your own soul, and what's best for you.